Hi everyone, my name is Kaleigh. I'm a yoga teacher here at Sangha Studio, and today I'm going to lead you through a 30-minute daily flow, well-rounded practice. We'll get started today in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees come slightly wide, press the hips back to the heels. Arms extend out in front, little tuck to the chin, forehead down. Let's give ourselves a few moments to arrive in Balasana. Allowing the body to be heavy, starting to draw the awareness inward towards the internal landscape of the mind, of the breath. Notice those inhales, belly pressing to thighs, and exhales dissolve and sweep up and out. Give yourself a few more moments to just sync up with the breath, letting your attention follow what's already happening. The body knows what to do. One more exhale. Start to push into your hands. Inhale to lift your gaze. Start to lift your forearms. Exhale, walk your hands shoulder width over to the right. Release. Breathe into that left side. Inhale, start to lift your gaze. Exhale, walk the hands through center, shoulder width over to the left, folding here. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, walk the hands back to center, shoulder width. Tuck all 10 toes, press your hips back to your heels. Maybe bring your knees in a bit more narrow so they're in line with your ankles. And hold here, breathing into the soles of the feet. Really spreading your fingers, grounding into the base of the pointer finger, the middle finger, and the thumb. Hug the forearms in towards the midline. Externally rotate through your upper arms so you're rolling your triceps wide and under your biceps. Push into your hands. Inhale, start to hover your knees. Exhale, extend through the knees, lift the hips, release the full weight of the head, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet here or take any other movements to settle in. When you're ready, come into stillness. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, soft bend to the knees, allow your pelvis to tilt forward. And notice if your chest is really pressing to the floor. See if you can draw your ribs back and up to come out of that back bend, to ease up on the shoulders. If it feels okay on the neck, release the full weight of the head. Let's take 3 big breaths. Inhales, going low into the low belly. Exhale, sweeping back out. 2 more like that. Complete exhale. Bend the knees, look forward. Slowly walk the feet up to the hands. Take your time. Once your feet arrive, hands might come to blocks. Inhale to lift halfway, hands glide to the shins, chest is broad. Exhale to fold, soft bend to the knees. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift halfway, shoulder blades on the upper back. Broad across the chest, back of the neck long. Exhale to fold, release the full weight of the head. And 1 more, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips into a mini squat. Firm the glutes as you rise. Lift with your chest, hands high, all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, big stretch. Exhale, hands to prayer. We'll take a lunging Surya Namaskar A. Inhale the hands high. Exhale, dive out, soft bend to the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lifting high enough to engage paraspinal muscles. Exhale, place the hands, step the right foot way back, right knee lowers. Inhale, hands climb to your left thigh or maybe the hands high. And let's hold here for 3 breaths. Shift your hips back and up enough so that you can level off your pelvis a little more, come out of this excessive anterior tilt, really driving the stretch more into the front of the right hip. Shoulders back and down, jaw soft. Take another inhale. Exhale, release, place the hands, tuck your back toes, step all the way back to down dog. Hold here or optional vinyasa, inhale, high plank. Exhale, full chaturanga or lower the knees first. Bend the elbows, hug them in, lower all the way down. Slow, slow, slow. Low cobra, push into the tops of the feet. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, tuck your toes, press hips to heels. Down dog. Step your left foot a little closer to the midline. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, stack and open the hips to the right. Right knee bends, right heel kicks in towards your sitting bone. Keep your left toes, your left kneecap, dialing forward towards the front of the mat. Breathe here. Inhale, reach the right foot high, square off your hips. Exhale, plank, right knee hugs in, step the foot forward. Use your hand to step it a little bit farther forward if you need. Inhale, expand, pull the heart forward. Exhale, reach the hands forward, step forward to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, rise on the inhale all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, big stretch. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's take the second side. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, dive it out, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, place the hands, step left foot way back, left knee lowers. Low lunge, inhale, hands climb up to right thigh or hands high, Anjaneyasana. Shift your hips back and up enough so that you can level off your pelvis a little more. Drive that stretch into the front of left hip. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw, breathe. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Place the hands to frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, step back, down dog. Hold here or vinyasa. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, option to put the knees down. Inhale, low cobra or up dog. Pull the heart forward and up. Little bend in the elbows. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, back, down dog. Step your right foot a bit closer to the midline. Inhale, Ekapada, left leg high. Exhale, stack and open the hips. Left knee bends, left heel kicks towards the sitting bones. Right toes, right kneecap still facing the front of the mat. Breathe here. One more exhale. Inhale, reach your left leg high, square off your hips. Exhale, plank, left knee hugs in, step the foot through. Use your hand to bring the foot farther forward or take another step. Inhale, expand. Exhale, reach forward, step forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, firm the glutes as you rise on the inhale, all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to prayer. Option to step the feet together for chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, hands high. Shift your weight back into your heels, keep spreading the toes. Hands and hips reaching in opposite directions. Take an inhale, expand. Exhale, hands to prayer. Begin to twist to your right. So you can take this version of the twist, this hover twist, really using the abdominals, the obliques to wring out instead of the arms. Or if your feet and knees are wide, left forearm to the top of the thighs, Right hand to the right hip, work the twist from here. Or if the feet and knees are narrow together, hands to prayer, left elbow outside the right knee if that feels okay on your low back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, pull your heart forward through the shoulders. Exhale, wring out. Take 3 breaths wherever you are, any version of the twist. One version is not better than another. One more big exhale, wring out. Good, unwind with the inhale, hands high, stand tall. Exhale, hands to prayer, step the feet hip width apart if they're not already. Release your hands to your low back. Either clasp and interlace the hands or take opposite elbows. If the hands are interlaced, keep the elbows a little bit bent. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and down, lift your sternum, soft bend to the knees, exhale, fold. Maybe the hands start to fall up overhead, standing yoga mudra. Keep that little bend in the elbows. Draw the shoulder blades back and up towards the waist. Breathe here. Start to bring the hands towards the low back, then release them down, let the arms dangle. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, sink the hips, come right into your chair pose. So you can bring your feet together if you'd like. Lift the torso, hands high, shift your weight back into your heels, sink the hips a little more, firm those glutes, use those muscles. Inhale, expand. Exhale, hands to prayer, your version of the twist to the left. So you can take the hover twist, working the abdominals. If the feet and knees have stepped wide, right forearm to thighs, left hand to left hip. Or if the feet and knees are together, hands to prayer, right elbow outside the left knee. Let's breathe here. One more big exhale, wring out. Good, unwind with the inhale, hands high, stand tall. Exhale, hands to prayer. We'll make our way back to down dog. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, place the hands. You could step right back to down dog or take a vinyasa, up to you. From here, inhale your left leg high, Ekapada. Exhale, plank, left knee hugs in, step the foot through, keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, reach the arms forward to rise, crescent. Exhale, settle. Option to bend your back knee, level off your pelvis a little more, draw those front ribs back. Taking up space in this posture, letting the breath fill all of that space. Inhale, expand. Exhale, warrior 2, open it up. Think about leveling off your pelvis, keeping your side bodies parallel, arms reaching strongly in opposite directions. Really push your feet into the floor. You can hold here or we'll reverse. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reverse. Right hand above or below the right knee. Left arm reaches up and over. Keep that low belly drawing in and up. Core is supporting your low back in this pose. One more exhale. Good, inhale, rise through warrior 2. Press into your left foot, start to straighten your left knee. Maybe heel toe your right foot forward a little bit. Triangle pose, exhale, reach that left arm forward. Let your pelvis tilt forward and start to face the floor. Left hand down, anywhere on the left shin. Right arm reaches high. Option to reach the right arm forward. Palm face down, big stretch, big long line of energy from the outer edge of the right foot along the outer edge of the right leg, right side body, right arm, right fingertips. If the right arm is reaching forward, inhale, reach it high. Exhale, bend your left knee, spin and pivot down to lizard pose. Both hands inside your left foot. You could release your right knee down. So you can hold here, maybe add blocks into your hands. Option to start walking the hands forward, maybe eventually the forearms come down. Remember, our goal is not to be in the deepest variation of every pose possible, right? It's to really embody the pose. It's to keep our awareness to the present moment. So really listen to your body, anchor yourself to the present through sensation and through the breath. Feel free to take any other variation on a lizard pose here. You might add in a twist, twisting to the left with your left hand to your left thigh. You might explore a bind, right knee bends, left hand reaches back. Whatever you're exploring, do so gently, with no agenda, with no expectation. We're all playing a different edge, right? If you're in a twist or a bind, exhale, slowly release it. Start to lift back up onto your palms. Frame your left foot with your hands. Inhale. Tuck your back toes. Exhale, step or vinyasa back, down dog. From down dog, inhale the right leg high, ekapada. Exhale, plank, right knee hugs in, step the foot through, take another step as you need. Inhale, reach the arms forward to rise into crescent. Exhale, settle, option to bend your back knee a little bit, leveling off the pelvis, drawing those front ribs back in space. So it just depends what variation of the pose you want to do. You might really be enjoying this more extended position, pulling the heart forward, feeling that extension through the spine, or you might want to drive the stretch into that hip a little more, or add in a little more core integration. Every posture is just a spectrum of opportunity. You get to choose how you practice it. Take another inhale. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Nice long stance. Level off the pelvis, side bodies parallel. Arms reach strongly in opposite directions. Hold here, or we'll reverse. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reverse. Left hand above or below left knee. Right arm reaches up and over. Keep that low belly drawing in and up. 3 breaths here. Big exhale, navel to the spine. Start to rise on the inhale through warrior two. Push into your right foot, straighten your right knee. Exhale, maybe heel toe your left foot forward a little bit. Reach forward, Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Right hand anywhere on the right shin. Pelvis is tilting forward and towards the floor a little bit. Left arm can reach high. Option to reach left arm forward, palm face down. Take one more exhale. If that left arm is reaching forward, inhale, reach it high. Exhale, start to bend your right knee, pivot down, both hands to the instep of your right foot, left heel lifts, left knee lowers, lizard. Option to add blocks into your hands. Option to walk the hands forward. Maybe eventually forearms come down, but there's no rush. Give yourself a few breaths to settle into one version of the pose before you immediately start pushing it further. Option to add in a twist or a bind. Right hand to right thigh. Roll the heart up and open to the right. Maybe left knee bends. Right hand reaches back for the foot. If you're in a bind or a twist, start to slowly release, unwind. Make your way back up onto the palms if you're on the forearms. Hands frame that right foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your left toes. Step or vinyasa back, down dog. From Adho Mukha, walk, step, or float the feet all the way to and through the hands to Dandasana staff pose. Legs extend out in front. Keep a little bend to the knees. Make sure you're up on your sit bones instead of back on your tailbone. If you need to, you could add a little height under your hips, a folded blanket or a block. Inhale the hands high, long through side bodies. Exhale, fold, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Arms come to rest on either side of the legs, palms up. So we're not using the hands to yank ourselves down. We're just going to let ourselves settle wherever the body feels is right. Dissolving a little more with the exhale, sending our intention towards the floor. Take one more exhale. Inhale, start to rise, walk the hands back in and up. Draw your right knee in and up, stepping the right foot in. And then step your right foot outside your left thigh or your left knee. Right hand back and down behind you. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Inhale, tall spine, really lift through your sternum. Exhale, twisting to the right. With every inhale, get tall. With every exhale, ring out. One more inhale, tall spine. Exhale, unwind. Release that right leg and we'll switch. Step your left foot in. Step your left foot outside your right knee or your right thigh. Left hand back and down behind you. Wrap your right arm around that left leg. Push into your left hand as you inhale. Lift your sternum, get tall. Exhale, ring out to the left. Using every inhale to lengthen, creating more space between the vertebrae. Exhale, gently deepen. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, unwind. Release the legs out in front. So at this point in practice, if you have time to take a nice long juicy shavasana, feel free to move there. You can lay on your back. Otherwise, move into a comfortable seat. Crossing at the ankles or shins, palms face down on the thighs, elbows loose to the side, sit up nice and tall. And we'll give ourselves just a few moments here to sit in stillness with the breath. Noticing any subtle shift between now and the start of practice, physically, energetically. mentally. Noticing what this practice and what this moment has to offer. We'll bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra, a mudra of gratitude. We'll take one complete breath together to seal our practice with an open mouth exhale. Complete breath out first. Inhale through the nose. Big open mouth exhale. Draw the hands to the third eye point. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to your practice, for honoring your inner teacher and your true self. And we'll bow together in oneness. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.